Pfizer and BioNTech announced on Monday, November 9th, that their coronavirus vaccine is more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 in those who have not previously been infected with the virus. Here is how the vaccine works. An mRNA vaccine is based on the genetic sequence of the novel coronavirus and not the actual virus. mRNA is short for messenger RNA. Pfizer and BioNTech's SARS-CoV-2 vaccine uses the genetic blueprint for the spike protein that codes the virus, according to information published on Pfizer's website. The spike protein is used to synthesize an mRNA sequence. This is packaged into a lipid nanoparticle carrier. Lipid nanoparticles protect the mRNA from degradation inside the body and facilitate its delivery to the targeted cells. The lipid nanoparticle carrier transfers the mRNA and its copies of genetic instructions to the cytoplasm of a cell, where the ribosomes are found. Once inside the cell, the mRNA instructs the ribosomes to produce the coronavirus's spike protein. By itself, the spike protein is harmless. The spike protein is then displayed on the surface of the cell. This simulates a coronavirus infection, thus triggering the body to mount an immune system response. Reuters reports that Pfizer and BioNTech said that they have found no serious safety concerns and expect to seek U.S. emergency use authorization this month. Phase 3 clinical trials enrolled 43,000 participants and reported only 94 lab-confirmed COVID-19 infections. So when might this vaccine be available at a medical facility near you? Pfizer and BioNTech said if granted authorization, they could produce up to 50 million doses in 2020. Each vaccine requires 2 doses. Then they could produce 1.3 billion doses in 2021. Of course, someone will have to pay for this. In July, the two companies reached an agreement with the U.S. to supply 100 million doses for $2 billion as part of the Trump administration's Operation Warp Speed. Oh, and the vaccine has to be stored at temperatures of minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit. But as Anthony Fauci told CNN, the bottom line is, as a vaccine is more than 90% effective, which is extraordinary. Last month, Russia became the first country in the world to approve a vaccine for COVID-19. Now, the first batch of the vaccine is ready for public distribution. The vaccine is called Sputnik V in homage to the world's first satellite launched by the Soviet Union. Here's how the vaccine works. The outer coating of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, is covered in spike proteins that give the virus its crown-like appearance. The spike protein possesses receptor-binding domains, or RBDs, that the coronavirus uses to pry open receptors before penetrating the cellular membrane. Sputnik V employs a gene with the code for the spike protein that the coronavirus uses to enter a human cell. The spike protein gene is cut from the coronavirus and inserted into a vector, a virus that is weakened so that it cannot grow inside the human body after injection. For its vectors, Sputnik V uses adenoviruses that cause the common cold. 2 different adenoviruses, RAD26 and RAD5, are employed for the first and second doses to boost the effectiveness of the vaccine. The genes from these adenoviruses that cause infection are removed, while the gene with the code of the spike protein is inserted. Adenoviruses are popular as vectors because they are easy to engineer. They are deemed safe because they have been with humans for thousands of years. The modified viruses should mimic a real coronavirus infection and teach the immune system to recognize COVID-19. Although they do not cause infection, the modified viruses should still trigger the body to produce antibodies that would neutralize the coronavirus. The vaccine is being developed by the Gamaleya Research Institute of Epidemiology and Microbiology in Moscow. Russia's health ministry said on Tuesday, September 8th, that the first batch of the vaccine passed all necessary quality tests, and a countrywide COVID-19 vaccination campaign will begin next month. However, serious questions remain. The vaccine has not even started Phase 3 trials, and if something goes wrong with Sputnik V, it could seriously harm public perception about a COVID-19 vaccine. Quoted in The Lancet, Dean of the Brown University School of Public Health said, "We have no idea whether this vaccine is safe or whether it works. I do not think it makes sense. The difference between doing things correctly and not doing things correctly is a matter of a few months. It seems like a very small game, and the middle of a pandemic is not the time to be cutting corners." Still, the vaccine elicited a strong immune response in all 76 patients tested in its Phase 1 and Phase 2 trials. We won't know for sure until a Phase 3 trial has been conducted and Russia has made the results available. Would you get the Russian vaccine now if you had the chance? Or would you wait for this vaccine from Oxford University? which is currently in phase 3 testing on 30,000 patients in the US, the UK, Brazil, and South Africa.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.